Hey, it's Jared with State of Tech. So Samsung posted a ad or put up an ad talking about the sharpness and detail out of the S21 camera, the Galaxy S21 over the iPhone. And they're making some claims that their camera is sharper than the iPhone's camera. Now, I've been a user of Galaxy devices and every single iPhone for quite a long time. I think I've had every Galaxy phone here in the US put out. And so one of the things that's kept me from using the Galaxy phones as my primary is some of the issues that I have with the camera. The iPhone just gets the shot right more often than the Galaxy camera does. That has been my experiences. So being that they put out this video and a lot of people have been talking about it on the web, I thought, let's actually do a test here. I have some almonds here. These are some flavored almonds from Jake's Nut Roasters, and we have them right here in this little container. Kind of bustling over the top here a little bit. So there's a lot going on here as far as taking a photo, because the depth of field is going to be challenging, focus is going to be challenging, because there are so many individual nuts here in this little container. So this is completely blind test here. I have not taken pictures yet. I haven't even cleaned off the lenses on the back of my phone. I wanted to make this video and I wanted it to be as completely kind of raw and unfiltered as possible. So we're going to do this together. I have a black screen that I'm going to put here as a background really quick, and we're going to do this together. So let's grab my black background. And I will slide this right into position. All right, we got it set up. My small studio here, I'll have to apologize here that it is a bit challenging to get shots here, so we're gonna do our best. So first off, we've got the iPhone here. As you can see, iPhone 12 Pro Max, and it's been in my pocket. I just got done traveling this weekend, and so it's not the cleanest screen or the cleanest phone at this moment, but we're going to do our best. I want to come in and actually get some detail shots here, so we might put the can in the background. I'm hoping that maybe you could see some of what I'm doing here, and we'll go without the can for right now. We'll focus on the almonds themselves. So I'm just going to tap right in the center here and do my best to try and get these focused. Just kind of tapping in the center. I might be too close, my minimum focus distance. Because I can on the iPhone, I'm going to go ahead and turn on raw shooting just to get the best image that I possibly can. And I'll take a photo. And so here is a photo at 1x, at the 1x camera. And so we can do that. We'll go to the 2.5 camera, and I'm going to back up just a little bit and try and get a shot here utilizing that camera. And so that way we can kind of compare the differences. And this is challenging because it doesn't look to me like the iPhone is wanting to focus the best. I'm going to do another 1x photo just for good measure, and we could even do an ultra wide here, just even though it's going to be kind of hard to get that shot, we'll do an ultra wide. The ultra wide doesn't even really have the ability to focus, so we'll just go ahead and take one just for the heck of it. All right, so now we've got the S21 Ultra here, and I haven't even turned this phone on today. So we'll go ahead and get into, we're on selfie, and we'll go ahead and get into the camera and tap to focus, take a photo. Here we've got our photo from the 1x here. We'll look at them on the computer together just so that you can see the differences. We'll go ahead and we're at 3x because that is the next available option. So we're just going to go on 3x here. I'll tap in the center just to make sure that we are focused where we want to be focused, and we'll take that picture. And then we can also go and do an ultra wide as well, which is going to be a bit challenging just because of our scene here. It's not going to be the best photo. And I'll just once again just take an extra because I did with the iPhone. What I love is the focus tracking. I don't know if you can see this in the camera. You can see the little box as I move it around, the focus tracking. That is something that the iPhone does not have, and so I like the focus tracking when I want to maintain focus on something. All right, so we have our photos. All right, so let's take a look at the photos on the phones, and then I'll do a side-by-side comparison at the end of the video here on the computer. So this is the first image that I shot, and I'm zooming in like massively here on the image, as you can see in the screen. And that looks pretty good. There's lots of detail there as far as the little individual aspects there on the almonds themselves, which is great. Let's move on to, I believe this is the 2x camera. So with the 2x camera, we're seeing a little bit less clarity, which is pretty common of the 2x camera on the iPhone. The 2x camera just is not as good as the 1x camera. Here we've got another one. I don't think that is the, yeah, this was the ultra wide. So this was the second one that we took with the 1x camera, the standard camera. Pretty good detail so far. You know, nothing that I'd get too excited about, but not too bad. And then we have the ultra wide, which of course is very hard to get any sort of focus with the ultra wide because it actually doesn't have the ability to focus. It just has a kind of a focus range that you have to be within. It's meant to be an ultra wide. It's meant for everything to kind of be in focus. And so when you try to go up close with items, you run into issues there. So let's go ahead and get into the Galaxy here and go back to the first photo that we took. So the first thing I'm noticing is that this photo is way overexposed in comparison to the other one. My experiences with the Galaxy is that in darker situations, the phone attempts to boost itself significantly in order to get more light into the image. And so sometimes that can degrade an image. So this was the first one. This was with the 1x camera, and then now we are here with the 3x camera. And the 3x camera, it looks like maybe it decided to focus more along this plane than one of these almonds in there. It's not bad. There's definitely some issues there as far as focus, but it's not too bad. And then I believe this was the ultra wide. The ultra wide significantly better on the Samsung than the iPhone, and then of course this was our last 1x image. So let's pull these up side by side on the phones here. We've got the Galaxy right here, and then we'll go and grab the other image here on the iPhone. We'll go with the second one since this is the second one that I took. So let's go ahead and zoom these in. All right, so let's get this into the frame here. You can see that the overall more pleasing image is the image from the iPhone. Obviously, this one is brighter on the Galaxy phone here. It is a brighter image. I don't know. I mean, if we want to, here's the almonds here themselves, and so you could just kind of compare the color of both of these to the original. And I personally think that the iPhone's image looks better. And this is why I end up choosing the iPhone, even though I love the versatility of the S21 and prefer having the bells and whistles of the S21. The iPhone just gets the job done better. Now, if we zoom in really far here on the iPhone and then also on the Galaxy here, and they chose slightly different focal planes, and so that's going to make it a little challenging. But if we try to align the image here to be about the same, let's maybe just right about there, they're about the same. You can see that, you know, if you look right around in here, maybe there's a little bit less sharpness on the iPhone. You can maybe say that this is a little bit sharper here on the Galaxy, depending. It's very hard to get the exact focal plane the same, but as we kind of look around, maybe there's a little bit better, there's a little bit sharper, more detail in the image from the Galaxy phone, But with that said, when we look at the overall image, what image is more pleasant to you between these two? I don't even really think I need to go and pull these up side by side on the computer, having this comparison right here. We've got the original almonds right here. We've got, of course, the iPhone and the S21 Ultra image. And even though there might be a little bit more sharpness in the S21, I really think that the iPhone wins it out as far as overall quality. The color temperature, I think, is a little bit better there. I also think the exposure was a little bit better here as well. These two almonds in the middle here that they look like maybe they're roasted but have a little bit less seasoning on them. Just look out of place here because of how much warmer this image is than this image. And I know because the lighting in here is set to a specific setting that this is more realistic right here than this. So we're just going to go ahead and give it to the iPhone. Of course, it is totally up to you. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Which camera produced a better overall image? I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below. And let's talk cameras a little bit more down there as well. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you back in another one soon. Take care.